All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Sim Room. We're here for round 2 of Masters Week. So last night, played round 1, kind of disappointed. Shot 6 over, not what I was looking for. I mean, it's Augusta, so it's going to be difficult. But we're here for round 2. I got a quick warm-up done, about half of what I would normally work out, but I want to get back inside and actually watch the Masters, so I'm going to try to burn through this round pretty quick. I'm going to have a little less commentary, and we're just going to do this thing. So let's take a look and see how the course is set up for us today. All right, let's get in here to round 2. Looks like we are still at the 6,300 yards Friday pins. Normal for firmness on the greens and fairways. We've got 12 stimps, a little quicker today, so that's going to be an adjustment. I've never played on stimp 12, so I've got to remember that when I set up for my putts. Wind is calm, that's great. Let's get into it here. All right, here we go, round 1. Just going to play this left center. So my warm-up, I only hit 4 drives. I had 2 small draws, 1 nice big push cut, and then 1 kind of right down the middle. So we're not going to get too crazy either way here. We're just going to play this kind of left center. That should be perfect. Oh yeah, beautiful drive. All right, 93 yards plus 3 for the elevation gives us a 96 carry. Pushed it a little bit. That'll be all right. Great distance. Oh, sit down ball. We've got 18 feet plus 3 is a 21-foot feel. Minus a little bit because we got that stimp 12. Not quite enough break, but that's a good opening par. Much better than our double bogey opening yesterday. All right, kind of same plan here. Kind of left center of the fairway. That's right. I knew it was going to creep in here eventually. Get down. All right, well, we have a shot at least. And it's a par 5. So we can just blast one out of here. I don't know where that hook came from. We'll be all right down there. All right, so about a 53-yard carry here. Sit down, ball. Man, I did that yesterday too. Flying these wedges a little long. Well, that just made this more difficult. All right, so we really want to land this about 8 yards out here to the right and let it trickle down. Great ball. All right, just doing kind of left center again. Great drive. A little bit of a draw on this one. Got us out to the rough, but that's all right. It's a good ball. All right, we got 41 for our carry, plus 5 for the elevation gets us to 46, plus 3 for the rough, or in the semi-rough. So we'll just do plus 1. So 47 yards is our intended carry. Threw it a little long again, but that's all right. We did not want to be short there and come off the front of the green, so that's a great shot. All right, 17 feet minus 6 gives us an 11-foot feel. Minus just a little bit for that 12 stimp. Get in there. Get in. Oh, did not turn. Oh, slow down. All right, well, that was the first time the 12 stimp got us. We got 7.5 feet back up the hill, so we'll just call it a 10-foot putt. Barely low right to left, so playing it just inside that right edge. There we go. Great par save. All right, this has just got to be a nice smooth 7-iron. Playing it way out here to the left just to be on the safe side in case we block it a little bit. Felt a little fat maybe. I don't know. Yeah. Yep, you can see in the shot replay that was fat. Not a good execution there. All right, 17 yards plus 2. So 19 yards to the pin. Get up there, ball. That's right. Not a bad shot. All right, we got 8 feet plus 3, so it's 11-foot feel. There we go, another good par. All right, we're going to see if we can carry it over these bunkers. That should be pretty good. Yep, we cut it, so we lost some distance there. But right in the middle of the fairway, can't be upset at that. All right, just a nice full 9-iron in here. That was a little chunky too. Yeah, we're not going to get up over that ridge. See if we can at least stay on the green. All right, we're good there. All right, we got 28 feet plus 18 inches. So we've got a 46-foot putt. Big breaking slope here. Tricky thing here is 46 feet, but with a 12 stimp. I'm thinking maybe a 40-foot feel. Slow down, ball. Slow down. Great putt. Great effort there. All right, I'm just going to go with the big 8 here. I don't want to try to get cute with a easy 7 and go over. So an 8's going to leave me short for sure, but that's all right. That felt really good. Pulled it just a little. Sit down for me, ball. That's all right. That's a good ball from there. All right, this is basically the exact same putt as the last hole. We got 30 feet plus 14, so 44 feet, which is just too short of last hole. And we hit it at about 40, so I'm going to say 37, 38-foot putt feel here for this shot. Oh, that's too hard. That is too hard. Sit down, ball. Ooh, okay, wow. That felt harder than the last putt, but that is a great par there. All right, just left center of the fairway again. That did not feel like a big slicer. That actually felt pretty good. But that's why I love the VTrack and love the shot replay, because we can see exactly what happened. And I definitely did push that, so not going to argue it. All right, we're going to see if we can flight one under these trees, kind of split those bunkers. So 100, I think that's 105 yard. We're going to take a pitching wedge and just kind of flight one down. That would be really cool if that's good. Oh my goodness. That is incredible execution right there. I never hit that shot. Certainly never practiced it. 108 yard carry, pitching wedge, flight it down under those trees. It doesn't get better execution than that. That was awesome. All right, like always, I never really know how much break to play on these, but we got 9.5 feet down two, so 7.5 feet. Call it 6 feet with the 12 stimp. Yeah, not enough. Slow down, ball. All right, we're good. That's right. That's a fantastic par after that scramble out of the trees. All right, you guessed it. Left side of the fairway, and we're going to move ourselves over to the right side of the bunker just to improve that angle a little bit. Great ball there. All right, we're going to see if we can run a hybrid up here. It's going to launch a little left. I tend to draw these. So we got 200 plus 14, so that's a 214 carry. It's probably overdrawing. Sit down, sit soft. That's all right. Back edge of a green on a par 5. Never going to be upset about that. All right, I really don't like the look of this putt, so I'm going to actually just chip this. Hit a soft little lofted shot. Hopefully get it up in there close in the circle. Go ball. There we go. There we go. On the birdie board. All right, moving ourselves over to the right side of the tee box. And just going to give it a run up this left side. Great ball. All right, just going to call it a 111 yard carry. Blocked it. And it was a little thin. That's all right. We're putting at least. No. Don't do it to me. All right, well, we have our work cut out for ourselves here. We got a 61-foot putt plus 2.5 feet in elevation. Gets us to a 92-foot putt. Brig breaker, right to left the entire way. So I'm playing it right at the 5-foot gimme ring. So 92 feet with the stimp 12. I'm going to call it 80 feet. I really had no idea. That's just a big guess. So 80 feet is going to be our feel. Slow down, ball. Slow down. What a great putt. That's a great effort there. All right, we're moving ourselves over to the right side of the box just to get our angle a little better here. Just going to try to cut this corner a little bit. Nope, pulled that. Get through there. That's going to be unplayable. I really don't know in tournament play what my options are here. I mean, I don't think I could take a sim drop. But I don't know how you handle this in tournament play. I'm obviously not conceding. I don't think I can do a sim drop in a tournament round. So I don't know if my best option here is to try to punch out. I mean, this is just a disaster, though. That would be my shortest length. I mean, if I go up here, I've got a lot more trees to worry about. It's just hard to see, like, if there are any trunks in there. All right, I'm just going to hit a hybrid and just try to punch out of here because I have no clue what else to do. Well, sit down, ball. All right. Well, we're out at least. I hit it too far. I got myself into another tree. All right, we're going to play it there. Just a nice, easy 7-iron. Sit down, ball. That's not going to sit. It's actually a really well-struck 7-iron with a little bit of a draw. All right, 25 yards. Sit for me. Sit for me. Yes, there we go. All right. That's a good bogey. That's a really good bogey. That was a great little chip there. All right, left center as always. Whoa. All right, I'm going to call that a misread. That's got to be a misread. I mean, if you look at the shot replay, that club face is completely square, and it's going right down the center line. That's saying I was 8.9 close to the path and 1.5 close to target, generating negative 52 of spin axis with 1100 backspin. Nope. That is no way. That is a massive misread. And now we're in the same exact boat we were in last hole. We're basically going sideways again. We're definitely not going forwards. Yeah, I mean, I think we have to try to punch through here about 53 yards and flighted really low. That is perfection. That was just a nice little 9-iron. All right, playing this way out to the right. We have right to left wind. It's going to launch 0.8 left. So we're just going to play it out here. We got 187, but 10 yards of elevation change, so it's 177. Just a nice, smooth 7-iron. Bounce in there. Bounce down there. Oh, yeah, great shot. Great ball there. Couldn't have done that better. Well, we got 22 feet down 6. Oh, Scheffler just stuck it close on 18. I think he might have had a punch out from his drive that I wasn't paying attention. So that might just be par. We're at 22 feet minus 6, so it's going to be a 16-foot feel with the 12 stimp. We're going to call it a 13-foot feel. Big left to right break. I never even gave that a chance. That was a terrible effort. That's all right. I mean, that's not a bad bogey after being in the woods like that. All right, number 12, we meet again. I tripled this hole yesterday after going in the water after a terrible swing. Just another 9-iron. This looks like the same pin placement just about. Be the right distance. That's right at the pin. Sit ball. Sit soft. Come on. All right, that's not a bad shot from there. That's a great effort, especially compared to yesterday. We got 12 feet. It's just outside the pin. 12 feet's our feel. That's too soft. That's right. We're in the gimme circle. Yeah, definitely too soft. Not a bad par there considering the triple we had yesterday. All right, big dog leg left here. Moving ourselves over to the right side of the box. And we're just going to try to cut this corner right about there. That should be really good. Yep, great ball. And it's going to stay in the fairway for me for once. All right, we're going to go for it again. We're going to try to make something happen. Just a nice big 6-iron. Well, we're left, but the left is going to be a little safer from the creek. So we're good there. Not my best effort, but we're not in a bad spot there. All right, 27 yards. Sit for me. Oh, just a little bit more, and that was in the cup. Great birdie there. Our risk paid off on that one. All right, another dog leg left, so we are moving over to the right side of this box just to kind of protect our angle a little bit. Oh, that's right. I felt it in my setup that time, too. I think I was a little far away from the ball. That's not good. Right behind the trunk, too. All right, we've got bad options and worse options. I mean, it would take a small miracle to flight one through these trees, or I'm going straight sideways and having 227 left into the pin. So we're just going to go for it. Let's try to fly it right through these trees with a hybrid. See what we can do. Nope, pushed it. Oh. I mean, the silver lining is that I'm out in the fairway, I hope. But I'm about 20 yards further back than if I just punched it out straight sideways. All right, we're going to fire a 4-wood down there and just hope for the best. Draw in there. Be good. Run, baby, run. All right, we got 41 to the pin, plus 3, so 44 yards to the pin here. Sit for me. Sit for me. Sit. Yes, there we go. All right, great. That was a great 2 shots there after trying to thread those trees. Great 4-wood, great chip to save that bogey. We got to be happy with that. All right, long par 5 here, playing it up on that left edge. That should be good. Great ball. $190 minus 8 is a $182 carry. All right, we're going to go for it again. No risk, no reward. We got 190 to hit this edge of the green. Everything's running right to left. We're down 8 yards, so it's a 182-yard carry. Otherwise, we're in the water. Just going to hit a nice full 6-iron here. We might run it over the green, but we're going to go for it. No, we're not. No, we're not. We're one over. We don't need to do anything stupid here. We're going to play it over here to the right side of the fairway just to give us a nice angle into that pin. 140-yard shot here. Should be good. Right where we wanted to be. All right, now let's try to stick one in here close. Looking at about a 67-yard carry. Actually, we don't want to risk coming up short. So we're going to call it a 69-yard carry and just go with that. Oh, that's fat. Go, ball. Go. Oh, we are so lucky. We are so lucky. All right, we got a 29-foot putt down 2, so 27. I'm just going to call it a 20-foot putt with the stimp difference, playing it right on the edge of the gimme circle. Speed should be good. Yeah, all right, great putt. That's a great effort there. Disappointing par after that drive, but par is better than going in the water and doubling it. All right, everyone knows what this hole is going to do. We're going to try to land this here and let it run down to the pin. So 145, just a nice full 9-iron. It's a little thin jump up there. All right, that's all right. I mean, for how bad I hit that, got to be happy to be there and not wet. All right, 27 yards. Great pitch shot. All right, playing it just off the left edge of the fairway, moving ourselves over here to the right. Let's blast one down there. Should be perfect. Oh yeah, great ball. Great ball. All right, 120 yards in here on an upslope, so we should be able to stop this just fine. 120 yards is our carry. Blocked it a little bit, but I think we're good. Yeah, great shot there. All right, I would absolutely love to sink this and get back to even for the round. We got 15 feet plus 5 is 20. We're going to call it about a 17-foot field with the stimp difference. It's a little firm. There we go. Get in there, ball. There we go. Great birdie to get back to even par coming to 18. All right, we're actually just going to play this in the center. Because if we come down here, because I'm going to just try to blast this thing. And when I try to blast it, I generally pull draw them. So I think this is an okay play. If I'm a little right here, I don't think it's going to be terrible. But I'm just going to try to send one here. It's leaking a little right. Kick left for me. Oh no, I hit a collider and it hit right. Oh, luckily I'm okay, I think. Oh man, I thought I was dead there for a second. I hit that collider and it just shot right. Ooh, I think we're okay. All right, we've got 124. We have to play this up close to the pin because of this false front. So we have to carry it 124. It's launching 2 degrees to the left, so we got to play it out here to the right. We're into the wind, but it's negligible. But coming out of the pine straw, we're looking at about 130, 132-yard carry. So we're just going to hit a nice, mostly full pitching wedge here, which will probably carry us a little over the pin, but that's all right. Be good. Be good. Get up there. Oh, yeah. Yes, 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 yes. Great shot. All right, I am manifesting this birdie to shoot under par. We got 10 feet. I'm going to play it as 8, just outside the left edge. Oh, I hit it too soft. I hit it too soft. Oh, man, we had such an awesome opportunity to get under par there. But I'll tell you what, that is a fantastic round of golf, coming back from a 6 over yesterday. All right, guys, we went from 6 over to even par, which is incredible. So that was a great round of golf. Let's take a look at the stats and see how we did. All right, just looking at the scorecard here, one thing is obvious. There's no blow-up holes. We eliminated the damage to 3 bogeys, and that is the difference maker. Let's take a look at the stats. All right, we got 12 pars. That's where we want to be. 12, 13 pars is about perfect for me. 3 birdies, 3 bogeys, 26 putts. Fantastic. Hour and 3 minutes. I blew through this round pretty quick. I wonder if that makes a difference. Like, I've been thinking too much on the previous rounds, because it's been a long time since I've been under an hour and 10 minutes. So that's great. 10 greens. So, I mean, we didn't hit a lot of greens today, but we still scrambled for pars. 8 fairways. That's my highest, I think, so far in a tournament round. So that's fantastic. 74 feet of total putting. So that all looks amazing. All right, guys, so that's it for round 2 of the Masters. That was a fantastic round. That was a lot of fun. Just getting back to a normal score and not just blasting balls everywhere, hoping, spraying, and praying. That's the best tournament round we've had probably in 3 weeks now, and it's at Augusta. So that's just incredible. So we got round 3 tomorrow, but right now I'm going to go inside, sit down on the couch, and I'm going to watch the end of round 3. So thanks for watching, guys. If you have any comments, drop them down below. I'll be happy to answer your questions or just talk about with the round, whatever you want to talk about. I'm good with that. Smash the follow button if you like what you saw here, and we'll see you out there for round 3.